One thing I don't think I'm gonna be ashamed of saying that I don't have is I am so glad that I don't have kids because I was just riding my bike home from work, right? And I was just thinking to myself, like, when I get home, I gotta basically handle a lot of like after work shit because I get home kind of late. Plus, it was overtime, so I was definitely getting home like a little bit later than usual. And while I was home, like just setting myself up, getting my food ready, um, trying to decide if I want to be productive and like actually commit to one of my hobbies or just watch YouTube and doom scroll, which shouldn't really even be a question, but it is like something I think about because I don't want to keep doom scrolling. I know that, but I keep doing it. But that's besides the point. I had my cat just meowing like crazy style. And I couldn't put it together that like he was obviously meowing at me because I'm home later. I was gone a lot longer than I usually am. Plus, since I usually feed him at a certain time, when I got home later, like a few hours later, his basically, his body, his schedule was kind of thrown off by it. So that's kind of like why he was meowing. Plus, we just haven't really spent a lot of, quality time like playing and petting him and stuff like that. But I was thinking to myself, like, while I was like feeding him, like putting his food in a food bowl and like cleaning out his litter box, I was thinking to myself, I was thinking about this TikTok I saw, and it was like, I am so glad I don't have any fucking kids. And as I was thinking about that more, I was like, yo, I'm actually glad I don't have any fucking kids because I couldn't imagine walking through my door at the age of 23 and a fucking child is like, Daddy, Daddy, let's play. Nigga. Like, if I were to hear some shit like that, I might drop kick that nigga. And I don't even want to sound like a bad like type of parent, but it's like, yo, like I couldn't imagine hearing some shit like that after getting home from work. I couldn't imagine hearing no shit like Daddy. Guess what happened to me? Guess what happened today and all that. And they want to talk and talk and talk. I couldn't imagine being woken up early about breakfast, about fucking breakfast. Like I couldn't imagine like a child waking me up and it's my child and they just say that they're bored. Cause I feel like I've done that before to like my parent or something like that, or maybe a sibling. I couldn't imagine that shit happening to me. Like mentally, I'm not even prepared for no shit like that. So it's like I'm kind of like at this point where it's like I'm cool with like genuinely pushing back the whole kid thing until I'm like in my 30s or like way more ready. Not just like financially, but just like mentally. You feel what I'm saying? Like I'm overly cool with waiting. Like I already made a video about like broke people not having kids and stuff like that. Like that just makes sense. Like I'm not in no financial position to be having a goddamn kid. And then you got to think like it's not just like having a baby. It's like literally a lifelong commitment when you have a kid. Like I have a cat, but having a cat versus a child is like way fucking different. You feel what I'm saying? Like but despite like how long a person lives versus a cat lives, like just the commitment to it, it's just way different. I shouldn't even have to I don't even have to explain why it's different. But yo, like yeah, I'm just glad I don't have no kids. And if you don't have kids and you're like around the same age as me, you should be glad you don't have any damn kids. Real shit. You should be thankful. And if you do have a kid, nigga, I don't know how the fuck you do it. But I'm gonna just chalk that up to the game. Uh I think I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. And I was just thinking like my parents were way in over their head. Having a kid. I think my parents had a kid when they was like 26, 24. Nigga, I'm about to be 24 this year. I couldn't imagine having a kid at 24. My kid, aka the cat, just meowed at the door. I couldn't imagine hearing a fucking child's voice. I don't know if y'all heard it, but I just heard it. I'm gonna holla at y'all. Take it easy. Be breezy.